Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about something real today. That giant looming problem in your life. You know the one that keeps you up at night, the one that makes you feel small, overwhelmed, and completely outmatched. Maybe it's a financial mountain, a career obstacle that seems impossible to climb, or a personal battle that just won't let up. It feels like a giant standing in your path, mocking you, telling you to turn back. We've all been there, staring up at a challenge so big it steals our breath. We feel the fear, the doubt, the whisper that says, "You can't win this." But what if I told you that giant isn't there to defeat you? What if that very battle, the one that scares you the most, is actually the setup for your greatest breakthrough? What if the size of your problem is just an indicator of the size of the victory waiting on the other side? Today, we're going to flip the script on our fights. We're going to see them not as dead ends, but as doorways. There's an ancient story that perfectly captures this idea. It's the story of David and Goliath. Now, you've probably heard it before, but let's look at it through a new lens. Picture the scene. The entire army of Israel is paralyzed with fear. For 40 days, this champion warrior, Goliath, a literal giant, comes out and taunts them. He's huge, he's heavily armed, and he's undefeated. Everyone sees him and thinks, "We're done for. This is impossible." They see the giant, and they see their defeat. But then, a young shepherd boy named David shows up. He's not a soldier. He has no armor, no sword, no military training. By all worldly standards, he is the least qualified person on the battlefield. When he sees Goliath, he doesn't see what everyone else sees. The army saw an unbeatable giant. David saw a target. He saw an opportunity. Everyone else was focused on the size of the giant. David was focused on the size of his God. This is the first major shift we need to make. A perspective shift. Your focus determines your reality. When you stare at the size of your problem grows. It fills your vision, blocks out the sun, and consumes your thoughts. But when you shift your focus to your potential, to your strengths, to your faith, the problem starts to shrink. It doesn't necessarily get smaller, but its power over you does. David didn't deny Goliath's existence. He didn't pretend the giant wasn't there. He simply saw something bigger. Think about your Goliath. Is it a pile of debt? An intimidating job interview? A health diagnosis? It's easy to get lost in the details of the problem. You analyze it from every angle. You worry about every possible negative outcome. And you play the what-if game until you're exhausted. You're giving the giant all of your attention. Today, let's starve the giant and feed our faith. Instead of listing all the reasons you might fail, start listing all the reasons you might succeed. Remember past victories. Recall times you overcame something difficult. You've done it before, and you can do it again. Your history is proof of your resilience. The second key is understanding that your past has prepared you. When David volunteered to fight, King Saul looked at him and said, "You can't go against this Philistine to fight with him. You are only a boy, and he has been a warrior from his youth." Saul saw David's resume and deemed him unqualified. But David knew something Saul didn't. David said, "Your servant has been keeping his father's sheep. When a lion or a bear came and carried off a sheep from the flock, I went after it, struck it, and rescued the sheep from its mouth." Do you see it? David's private battles prepared him for his public victory. Those lonely days in the field fighting off predators to protect his flock, those weren't random, wasted moments. They were his training ground. That's where he developed his courage, his skill with a sling, and his unwavering trust in his ability to protect what mattered. Everything he went through was practice for this exact moment. Your struggles have been your training ground too. The challenges you've faced, the heartbreaks you've endured, the times you got knocked down and had to get back up. None of it was for nothing. Every single experience has forged a strength in you that you might not even recognize. The patience you learned in a frustrating situation, the empathy you gained from a loss, the resilience you built from a failure. These are the lions and bears of your past. They weren't sent to destroy you, they were sent to develop you. The skills you need for the giant in front of you were sharpened on the whetstone of your previous struggles. So, don't dismiss your past. Honor it. It's the very thing that has equipped you for what's next. Now for the final and most powerful part, redefining the battle. When David steps onto the battlefield, he doesn't use Goliath's language. Goliath taunts him with swords and spears. He tries to define the fight on his own terms, a battle of physical strength and military might. If David had accepted those terms, he would have lost before he even started. But David flips the fight entirely. He says one of the most powerful things in the entire story. You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hands, and the whole world will know that there is a God in Israel. All those gathered here will know that it is not by sword or spear that the Lord saves, for the battle is the Lord's. David changed the rules of engagement. He took a physical fight and made it a spiritual one. He turned a contest of strength into a demonstration of faith. He wasn't fighting for victory. He was fighting from a place of victory. He knew the outcome was already decided. How can we apply this? We redefine our battles. That job interview isn't a test of whether you're good enough. It's an opportunity to showcase your unique value and connect with people. That financial struggle isn't a sign of your failure. It's a classroom for learning resourcefulness, discipline, and creativity. That difficult conversation isn't a confrontation to be feared. It's a chance to build a stronger, more honest relationship. When you redefine the battle, you take away the giant's power. Goliath's power was in intimidation. He wanted everyone to be afraid of his size and his weapons. But David made those things irrelevant. Your giant's power is in the fear, doubt, and anxiety it creates in you. When you change the meaning of the fight, you sidestep that fear. You're no longer playing the giant's game, you're playing your own. So David picks up 5 smooth stones. He didn't need 100, he just needed 1. But he came prepared. He ran, not walked, but ran, toward the battle line to meet the giant. While everyone else was running away, David ran toward his destiny. He put a stone in his sling, took aim, and let it fly. And the giant fell. The very thing that was meant to be Israel's greatest defeat became its most legendary victory. The obstacle became the miracle. The fight became the breakthrough. Your giant, that big, scary, intimidating thing in your life, is standing in a place of promotion. On the other side of that battle is a new level of strength, a new testimony, a new confidence, and a new future. The fight is not a barrier. It's a bridge. It's the platform from which you will launch into your next chapter. So today, I challenge you. First, shift your perspective. Stop staring at the giant and start looking at the opportunity. Second, recognize your preparation. Your past struggles have been your training. You are more equipped than you think you are. And third, redefine the battle. Make it about your growth, your faith, your purpose. Not about the giant's power to intimidate you. Don't run from the fight. Run towards it. Pick up your stone, whatever that is for you, whether it's courage, a specific skill, or a simple act of faith, and take your shot. The world is waiting to see giants fall, and the next one to fall might just be yours. You are not defined by the size of your battles, but by the size of your courage to face them. Flip the fight, and you will find your breakthrough. Thank you so much for watching. If this message resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content to help you win your battles. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one giant you are choosing to face this week? Let's encourage each other. Until next time, stay strong and keep fighting the good fight.